Yeah, as you followed the story, in the short story, what happens? You are using simple past and past continuous tenses. Okay. Similarly, if you want to describe any fact, then also the same thing, simple past and past continuous. With the help of these two tenses, you can describe any fact. So here I am telling you a fact, you listen. Okay, this is the fact that had happened in the life of ISHWAR. And he was, ISHWAR Vidyasagar. He was very popular in Bengal. He was the HOD, head of the department in Sanskrit in Presidency College, Kolkata. Okay, during English rule, he used to be the HOD, head of the department in Sanskrit department. Okay, in Kolkata, it is the Presidency College, Kolkata. So the incident had happened in his life. One day, he went to Howrah railway station to see off one of his friends. He went to the railway station to see off one of his friends. He was in the platform. He was on the platform at that time. A train. He was coming back. Just by seeing him off, he was coming back. At that time, a train entered the platform. Then Vidyasagar saw some passengers got down of the train, and three young people, three young men, they started shouting, "Coolie, coolie, coolie." They were shouting. And Vidyasagar did not understand what had happened. This and at that time, all the coolies were busy. They were carrying the luggages, heavy luggages. They went out. Nobody was there by then. Vidyasagar thought, why? He thought that they could be the students. As the appearance of them, he thought that they could be the students because the admission was going on by then. Then when they did not find any coolie, so Vidyasagar slowly he reached there. He reached there and asked, "Why are you shouting? What happened to you?" Then they saw Vidyasagar. They did not know he is the professor of Sanskrit, and they asked, "Don't you see? We are having the luggages. We need the coolie to carry, to lift the luggage, to carry the luggage. That's why you are calling them. Why don't you carry it your own?" Vidyasagar advised them. And they did not want to listen to that. We want a coolie. Why do you want to carry it? We will pay you the amount. We will pay you the money. They told. And Vidyasagar said, "Okay, if you cannot carry, then let me see. I will carry it." Then he carried the luggage, one by luggage. 3 suitcases were there. Okay, it's not heavy luggage, and they started walking. And told them where to go. Earlier they told to go to the boys' hostel, and the college hostel was nearby the railway station. Then the 3 boys, they were walking ahead to Vidyasagar, and finally they reached at the main gate of the college hostel. It was evening time when so many students were there. They were there all around. Beside the gate, some senior students were also there. They are gossiping, standing, sitting in different places, and beside the gate. And they saw their lecturer, their teacher was coming, carrying the luggage. They recognized, and the seniors, they went away, all of them. Nobody was there. But some junior students, those who did not know Vidyasagar, they were there. And finally Vidyasagar reached at the main gate. Then he kept the luggage there. At that time, the senior students, they were peeping through different places from the windows. Those who went to their rooms, they were watching. So what had happened? Why Vidyasagar, our professor, was carrying this luggage? And then they thought there might be their relatives or something, maybe they did not know, but they were confused. Finally, these three young men, students, they wanted to give some money, and Vidyasagar refused. They did not know who is that man, because his wearing was very simple, wearing dhoti, kurta and slipper, chappal. So this was very common dress, okay, and his look was very simple, a very common look. So that's why they didn't know, they didn't understand. Finally, they saw, they offered the money. Vidyasagar refused. He told, no, you need money. Okay, you keep it. It will that will work for you. I need not want money. Then when Vidyasagar went out, then the senior students, they came. They came there and asked, what happened? Why did sir? Why did he carry the luggage, your luggage? Then what happened? So we were shouting, we are asking for coolie. Coolie was not there, but this man carried our luggages. Then the senior students, they got angry. They got angry. They are asking, do you know who he is? No, he is our professor, Sanskrit professor. Then the three students, they got, they became very afraid. He did a very hellish thing, very wrong thing. Then seniors, they scolded them too much. And finally, at that night, they could not sleep. They thought what would happen. The next day, they would go to the college. And finally, the next day, when they went to the college, and they were sitting in the now Sanskrit class. When the Sanskrit class, the lecturer, Vidyasagar reached, okay, he entered the class. Then all the students stood up. They all, these three students were sitting at the back bench. They also stood up. And finally, they could not, they wanted to ask for pardon. So we did the wrong thing, sir, we could not recognize you. They wanted to tell that, but they didn't get time. Finally, that class was over. When the class was over, all the students went out. These three students did not go. Then finally, they came nearer to Vidyasagar. Sorry, sir, sorry, we did a very wrong thing. We did not recognize you. Sir, please forgive us. Then Vidyasagar told, you are shouting, young man, you could carry these luggages easily. These luggages were not so heavy. I am, he told, I am an old man. If I carry your luggages, why not you? You could easily carry these luggages. But you didn't try. You didn't do it. Unnecessarily, you are asking, shouting for coolie. So then these three young men got a lesson. They learned a lesson. Okay, so it is the work that you can do easily yourself. The work which you can do it yourself. So why should you ask for a coolie? And they realized their fault, and that day onwards, they never thought of any work that they could do themselves. So since then, okay, they always did their own work themselves. They never took the help of others. So this is the incident that had happened, and he taught a lesson to the students. Practically, this thing is that practically, otherwise you see, a professor, he carried the luggages of the students because he understood. He wanted to teach a lesson to them, and these students, they got to know. Okay, so this is the story that had happened in the life of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. And these are so many stories are there, so many facts. These are not stories really, these are facts that had happened in the people. So those are the great people. They do the work without hesitation, without show up. So simply they did the work practically, and to teach them a lesson, right lesson. So this is the story. I think you got it.